everyone, and thanks for tuning in to Promise Me Not Reviews, where I review the products that you want to buy. The product that you're going to see in the upcoming clip is the BabyCakes Cupcake Maker. It's the full-size version which produces 12 cupcakes. You'll see me try it out for the first time, and afterwards I'll give you my thoughts now that I've had it for a couple weeks. Hi, so I just wanted to review a product that I got today. This is the brand BabyCakes. It is the cupcake maker. It is the full size, which bakes 12 cupcakes. I really liked the idea of this when I saw it in the store, so I wanted to try it out. Okay, so here's the actual product right here. It's got the power indicator and the ready indicator. And then, so it opens up, there's a little latch right here. And this is what it looks like inside. So this is the top part, this is the part that will be on your, like the top of your cupcake. And then here's the bottom, it's got the 12 baking pans. They're not quite as deep as like a regular cupcake pan. It actually says that in a regular cake mix, like a box cake mix that you get, it'll make about 18 to 22 of these. So, and each of these hold about 3 tablespoons of batter. Okay, so I poured the batter into there. I still have maybe a little under half of the cake batter I made left. So, anyways, yeah, so you can either use, because you can use this repetitively, like as soon as these are done, I could take and put the rest, the other batter, like in. So you can actually use cake cups in here, the paper ones, so you can just quickly remove them. I actually didn't have any paper cups on hand, but this is non-stick. So you can use it, you can just put it directly in there. What you can do, what you do next, you're going to close it, make sure it's secure, and then you're going to plug it in. It said that you can pour into already hot cakes, or already hot pans. For example, like after these are done, I could pour the new batter directly into here. But I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. We're going to see this red power light come on. Okay, so as you can see, the power light's on, which means it's heating up. You do have to be careful. This will get hot to the touch. And then it's going to flash ready. As soon as it flashes green is a great time to check on it, poke, see how much longer. They estimate about 10 minutes for this whole thing to be done. So so I'm going to start timing it right now, and we'll see how long it takes for those to be done. Okay, so my light just came on. I started them at 4:43 and it's 4:52 and it showed green. I'm going to go ahead and poke a couple of them with a fork to see if they're done all the way through. And it looks like it. I'm actually pretty excited. Look at that. And you can tell they're like perfectly golden on the side. It's awesome. So what you first saw was my first time trying the BabyCakes Cupcake Maker. And I have to say that for the most part I'm pretty impressed. It's definitely something that I would have bought if I had seen it in the store. This one was actually given as a gift to me for Christmas, and so I didn't have to buy it. It does retail in the stores for $24.99, and I would say it's worth it. As with all products, I feel like there's a couple things that could be better, but for the most part, I was really impressed. So let's talk about all the things I loved about it and some of the things I didn't love. One of the promises of the BabyCake Cupcake Maker is that it can make cupcakes for you in minutes. I was a little sketchy because what kind of cupcakes could it make in minutes? Could it make burnt cupcakes in minutes? Could it make undercooked cupcakes in minutes? And exactly how many minutes are we talking about? Because I can make cupcakes in about 40 minutes in my oven. The Cupcake Maker comes with a super handy instruction guide that not only includes how to use it, but also how to clean it properly, how to store it, and some handy recipes that you can do. Now, even though it says cupcake maker, you'll be surprised to know that you can also make brownies, muffins, and even scones in it. So I was pretty happy with that as well. Not to mention, they also include several frosting recipes, so you can make your frosting while you're cooking your cupcakes, and it'll all be done at the same time because the frosting recipes are super quick and easy as well. So as far as the quality goes, you did see in that last clip, they are smaller than normal. They're about this big rather than like a normal cupcake, so you do have that, but I think they're kind of the perfect size for bite-sized cupcakes, brownies. They didn't lose any moisture and they didn't get burnt. As soon as the green light turned on, I'd open it up, check it, and if I didn't feel like they were done, I would close the lid for another couple minutes and they would continue cooking. Come back, check it again. As soon as they were done, I would unplug it and let them start to cool. As soon as they were done, I would unplug the machine and let them start to cool. One of the interesting things with the cupcake maker is that if you remove the cupcakes and let them cool, you can pour batter into the already hot pan and start them cooking immediately. You don't have to wait for it to cool off. You don't have to do any of that. Now, the downside with that is that you have to be able to remove them. So while it is a no-stick surface, I would recommend using cupcake papers for easy removal so you can start your next batch. With that, I did want to mention one thing, and it was probably the biggest drawback, and it's really not that big of a drawback, it's just something that I know now for future reference. So, in my hurry to try to get the remaining bit of my batter from my first batch into there, I wanted to quickly remove the cupcakes. Now it is a no-stick surface, so I didn't put any oil on it and they weren't in baking cups. So when I tried to remove it, I actually ended up scraping the non-stick material very easily. I didn't apply much pressure, but it scraped it. So one of the spots for cupcakes is actually scratched now and doesn't have any of that non-stick. You can see the bare metal. So that was probably the biggest drawback because I really feel like, I didn't have like a metal knife down in there digging. I just scraped it when I was trying to pull it up and it just scraped right away. So that was the worst part. That said, everything else I absolutely love. It was a little bit tricky to clean it the first time, but I've gotten a little bit better. If you're wanting to clean it right away, it's kind of hard, especially if you don't use the baking cups. If you use the baking cups, it's no problem. If you don't use the baking cups, little bits do still get stuck. You have to wait till it's completely dry, wipe out the crumbs, and then take a wet rag, paper towel, and kind of clean them out. You cannot submerge it in water, and you're not supposed to use any soap or anything or any products like that. So you just have to be careful, and you have to sort of plan for having to clean it out like that. Like I said, I would just recommend using the baking papers for it and just save you all that hassle. Other than that, I think it's great. It's super user-friendly as far as you really do pour in the batter and plug it in. A green light comes on when it's ready. Make sure that they're ready. Stick a fork in it. Make sure you're not getting raw batter on your fork. If they're done, unplug it. Ta-da! You don't have to set any timers. You don't have to set a temperature or a little tiny space, and you don't have to worry about having your oven on and all the heat that's going to come off of that. So the product itself does get really hot. I wouldn't, definitely do not touch it while it's going. The top gets hot, the sides get hot, but I feel like it definitely let off way less heat than if I were to have a whole oven going. That's my review for the BabyCakes 12 Cupcake Maker. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll look forward to your comments about it, your opinions, your reviews, and if you have anything else you want me to review, send me a line and I'll review that. Don't forget to check out our Facebook and our blog, and I'll link those in the description below. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.